Republicans threatening everything. I'm saying if I can't get my Social Security by the time my money runs out, with Republicans threatening everything, uh, I'm going to have to cut back. And obviously, I'm not going to be able to keep my Second Life place. That's $35 a month. And there'll be some other things I'm going to have to cut back on. Okay, here we go. Cyan. Yes. The least of which is the Minecraft. But if I can get some help, if the now 81 people who are following me could help me with $1 a month, that would allow me to pay the second. He's invisible now. There we go. And I can keep this going. I definitely do want to keep... Oh, my neighbors are arguing. They're very loud. Young men, you know. Oops. So yes, that is what I'm saying. Help me out if you can. I mean, $81 would actually be more than what I need. Oh, we have a emergency alert, severe weather. Okay. That was the emergency sound effect, folks, from my phone. When I was in college, another old story from days long past, I had a chum. His name was Jim. He wasn't a very good student, but he was very funny. One day he relieved himself in his trash can and got caught by our local gays. We didn't know what gays were back then. We were innocent religious students. Though we knew something like that existed, and these guys kept suggesting that they were. Anyway, Jim got caught relieving himself in a very intimate way into his trash can by these fellas. You think he would have locked his door or something. We were two to a room back then. Neither of these fellows were his roommate. They had a room to themselves. They called their establishment the Hook'em Horns Club. Well, Jim, who relieved himself, also was known to have this emergency sound effect that he would do. It was funny. Here we have some proper green here. Now let's take a look and see how far this is going to take us. We're going to have yellow here, orange here. Why did it give us two at once? pink here, and then going back to the start, it'll be purple on the bottom. Oh, no. We're at green. Okay. Yeah, so that's the way it's going to be. And you'll see that. Oh, gosh darn. Here we go. Now we're back on track. Easy to get off track with these colors. I enjoy the different colored stained wool, stained glass, stained everything that Minecraft now has. I started Minecraft before they had stained glass. But sometimes it gets a little confusing. So anyway, the emergency sound effect. This would be something that Jim would do. One of the guys would tell him, give us your emergency sound effect, Jim. He would grab his wattle and start making a horrendous noise. And that was the emergency sound effect. Oh, wait, yeah. By wattle, I mean loose skin of the throat. In my generation, we still knew what a farm was. I worked on a farm one summer, dairy farm. The farmer was also a preacher. And I took my college course with him, ministerial practicum, something like that. Oh, that's not right. And I worked on this farm during the summer and sat in this church and did a diary and occasionally prayed or spoke. Nothing so very deliberate and formal as giving a sermon. Which, for all I was studying ancient Greek, I didn't get that much opportunity to actually practice. Preaching. So when it came to when I was actually preaching, I mean, yes, I took a course in college on preaching, another on public speaking in general, and I wasn't a complete noob to it. And I had certainly heard a lot of good preaching. My own pastor back home was a very good preacher. Still, I wasn't able until I actually got stationed to get much practice in preaching. first time I prayed publicly, I was so quiet that I got criticized for being too quiet. The old ladies couldn't hear me. So the next time, I used my full voice. And the former pastor's wife, she pretty much jumped out of her skin. It was funny, but I stayed on script and gave thanks. Praise the Lord and all that. And I got the job done very nicely. Then I met a girl at school. This was in the 70s, mind you. 79, in fact. Oops, there we go again. And even in our very protected way. Oh, it's snowing. We have snow flurries. I was just saying. Well, I was going to say that we were certainly modern, and we certainly believe that if you were in love and engaged and intending to be married, that making love was the expected thing to do, and that oral wasn't really sex. We weren't that generation that got into anal so much yet. At least not among the guys that I knew. Of course, the ladies would not really talk about it. Let's see now if we can get... Oh, that didn't work. Oh well, that'll have to do. So we are approaching the point where we're going to have to do this all outside. Well, there were other girls who had been interested in me, but the one that I married was the only one who actually did anything about it. And here I was thinking, this must mean that she's in love with me. And so I married her. But when it actually came time for me to continue with my career, she was against it because she was embarrassed because we had behaved as man and wife when we were man and wife. And we had behaved as lovers when we were engaged. She just couldn't wrap her little head around that. So she was against it. She made a great fuss. She went along with me in the end, but then my